Topic number 2. The best stand-up of the 2000s.
All right. So my choice for best comedy stand-up honorable mention first is actually the choice I meant to put down, but didn't actually put down. And that's on me, and I will accept that. And that is Jeff Dunham's Spark of Insanity. There's a lot of really great stand-up out there. D-Ray Davis has a stand-up that I freaking love. It is, all comedy is disrespectful, so I don't really have to put out a disclosure saying that it's kind of disrespectful, but at one point he is like this, and so it may offend some people. Obviously there's some major comedians out there that we all know and love, and so I won't go into an extensive list on that, but anyway, my actual choice by accident is Jeff Dunham's Arguing with Myself. Jeff Dunham. So if you've never seen Jeff Dunham is a comedian who's also a ventriloquist. So you're getting 2-for-1 special, which is always good for your money. Okay, you're always trying to damn, how is he doing that? While also laughing your ass off at these puppets that are hilarious. He's funny. I don't know how else to put it. And then because he's using the puppets, he's able to go through a lot of different characters and scenarios without having to give you all those boring ass transitions that comedians give you that you really don't give a fuck about and you're waiting for the punchline. You get to skip a lot of those. It's great. You get a whole bunch more jokes with Jeff Dunham, same amount of time. So, yeah, that's my choice.
Couple things. First, I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't watch all this. I did not watch all this. No, no way hell I did. I didn't know you. I didn't watch all this. All right. First things first. I noticed this. You notice that no black people in the audience.
Well, the first one, it was really early in Jeff Dunham's career, and it was also in the most whitest place to be ever filmed.
Santa Ana, California.
Boom. There you go.
Ana.
That shit was no black people in this audience. The shit was creepy. Those dolls creepy. You know that the black pimp doll or his mommy of. You ever watch Family Matters and Steve made Steve-O?
Yes.
Steve-O? That shit. Yes. That's that shit remind me of. I'm not gonna lie, Steve-O scared the shit out of me a little bit when I was younger. So
why?
I don't know. I wasn't afraid of Chucky. I'm not afraid of Annabelle.
Therapy.
But that for some reason Steve-O scared me for a little bit. Well, I was gonna say I hate you for watching this, but it wasn't it made me chuckle for a little bit. It did make me chuckle for that. The funniest part, the funniest joke to me hands down that I laughed so hard was the cops on the bike joke. A cop on a bike joke.
You're underway.
It was funny. I fuck with that joke. That joke was funny as shit.
If you like that one, you would like the other one.
I see where you got the eggs like milk joke though, Cam.
No, I heard it before then, but
you might say
I've been saying it for that long at least.
Another funny part of this was the old people sex. Old people sex had me lying a little bit.
Was it good for you? I don't remember.
It was. Old people sex was funny.
Who are you?
And then the toothbrush joke was kind of funny as well. Besides that, I mean, after the black boy came in, and I'm not gonna lie, he wasn't that funny to me. I'm not gonna lie, I fell asleep, so I was a rat for that. Sorry about that. But however, I did watch it because I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna try to fuck it up and not watch it. However, I did watch it. I did try to watch it. But oh no,
I want you to watch the one that I meant for you to watch.
Okay.
This one was okay, but he got better in the second.
He did.
Yeah.
And he brings in a new character that's fucking hilarious. So racist, but they're all racist. So
yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. No, I laughed through almost this whole thing. Almost. Obviously, if you know me, you would know that Walter's my favorite character. Mm-hmm. I love Walter.
Walter is pretty much you in 15 more years.
I don't know about that long. But yeah, you gotta see me when I'm not drinking. But yeah, Yeah, I'm not drinking that. I hate everybody. Fuck y'all.
Classy dude.
Yeah, I can easily see myself that Walter 5 years. But anyways,
Foster said,
yeah.
you're gonna hear some erotic noises. Get off.
Those sex jokes was hilarious. Man. Those sex jokes were funny as shit.
Oh God.
Oh man. Yeah. So she rolled over, hopped on her mistress sack, and ran me the fuck over.
Me and CJ must have a similar sense of humor because the first time I saw this shit, I was fucking rolling. Like,
Oh, I died. It's like the only thing I didn't like though was fucking whatever his fucking name is, the fucking his pimp manager thing.
yeah, it's not even.
Yeah, I don't think I laughed like once during his whole thing. That just annoyed me. That's
during Daddy D.
Yeah, that's
You've seen the other one, so tell me. He cuts that guy out, right? He's not in the other ones.
I don't remember him in the other one. No,
he's only in that.
He's in that one. You know that was the first one he was in. He's in that one, and then like he's a side character in like a couple other ones. You know, he never brings him on stage or anything, but like sometimes he's just like a background character. He just does a little narration or just says some shit, dude, and that's it. But he never brings him on stage anymore because the character.
I totally forgot about the character until I rewatched it. I was just like, oh right.
Yeah.
It just wasn't funny.
Yeah, he was fucking garbage. Everything else was fucking great. You know, fucking Walter's my favorite. Then Peanut's my second favorite. I love me some Peanut. You know, he always fuck.
Peanut's annoying fuck, but I love him.
Yeah. And he did Peanut dirty, dude. How come the only character really got one shoe on? Just got that one shoe and big ass foot hanging out. No, that's fucked up. Anyways, this is a great one. I laughed all the way through it except for that one part when they brought that one dude out. That fucked it up for me.
So I actually like Jeff Dunham as a comedian. I definitely think Spark of Insanity was better. I think Spark of Insanity is the best thing he's done. This one was not bad. I didn't mind the Daddy D character. I'm always a huge Peanut fan. I love jalapeno on a steak.
Jalapeno on a steak.
No,
jalapeno on the floor.
For me, when I was watching this, the hardest thing that kept coming to mind with me is I kept comparing it to Spark of Insanity. I totally forgot he did not have Ahmed in his first live special.
Yeah,
I was waiting for
this. It did well. He did Spark of Insanity like a year or a year and a half later, and that's when Ahmed showed up, and that's the one I actually wanted you guys to see. And I was just like, fuck.
Yeah, because Ahmed's my favorite, obviously.
Ahmed's fucking hilarious.
If you are sensitive to racially weird jokes, this ain't for you. Especially
if you're sensitive to racially weird jokes, don't watch any of the shit we talk about in this whole episode.
Especially
real comedians can be watched.
But no, it's
off your list.
In terms of Ventriloquist, he's my favorite. It's hard for me to say this one's better than his other works. So for that, it takes a hit for me.
I do have some honorable mentions. My first honorable mention is the Kings of Comedy. Kings of Comedy is fucking amazing. All right.
I forgot it came out that time.
Yeah,
forget about the Kings of Comedy.
I didn't forget about it. I forgot it came out this time.
Yeah.
I thought that was earlier.
I thought it was 90s too when I was doing my research.
Very, very early.
Oh, so it's like right on 2000s. Okay. Yeah, because when I was in the Marine Corps, I used to watch this all the time.
So another I'm mentioning is Dane Cook Vicious Circle. For some reason, that shit is just super funny to me. Dan Cook Vicious Circle is hilarious.
Had I remembered that was in the 2000s, that would have been my pick. My God, the part where he's sitting there and he's like, when you're at a movie theater and you hear behind you that people are like, oh, these floors are so sticky. That's when you turn around and go, I just came. Dane Cook was my shit. Oh man.
However, though, out of my pick in these two, it was I couldn't choose until like on my head I was going back and forth with these two I mentions and my actual pick. However, if you haven't seen this, go see it. It's Jimmy Fox. I Might Need Security. Jimmy Fox. I Might Need Security.
Never heard of that one.
Hilarious. I'm the way. Nah. Na 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 Africa.
That's where that's from?
Yeah.
I've heard that before. Oh, okay.
Yo, fuck that. I was about.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody front.
He said, at 11:15, they break it down. That shit's hilarious. And then,
dude, I cannot remember the name of that for the life of me.
Jamie
Can we
Foxx.
just
Again? So I gotta watch that again.
Jamie Foxx, I might need security.
All right, I might need security. Yeah, because I cannot find that anywhere. I've seen it one time and I couldn't find it again.
I'm mad you're writing it down when it's literally going to be in the episode and here forever. But while you're writing it down, I would take this short moment to idolize Jamie Foxx. He is fucking amazing. Mm-hmm. The man can act, he can dance, he can sing, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. Like,
oh my goodness.
He's hella talented. Like, hella talented.
He's talented in like every way possible. I don't even think it's fair. I think what happened was like everybody born on the same day as Jamie Foxx, he probably just sucked up all of the talent and it all went into him and nobody else on that day got anything.
My last honorable mention, and it wasn't my pick, but I switched it, is everybody know I love Dave Chappelle. It's Dave Chappelle for what it's worth.
You too?
Dave Chappelle for what it's worth. This is what it worth.
Oh, hey, I got a question for you. I got a question for you. You can only keep one. Dave Chappelle or the Boondocks?
Chappelle. That wasn't even hard. That wasn't even hard.
I would have to think about it. I would have to think about it at least.
Boondocks.
I can only. No, he said I can only keep one. I'm not going to erase it. Y'all can have fun with it.
Oh, but okay.
But for me,
but you'll be erased from your life.
It'll be. You can't erase Chappelle. Like I'm not erasing Chappelle. You know, everything Chappelle did, from stand-ups to shows to movies.
Okay, so there should have been clarification. Dave Chappelle and all of his works, or Dave Chappelle stand-up versus.
Oh, Boondocks over Dave Chappelle stand-up. However, all his works,
it was Dave Chappelle. Period. Like he gone.
Then
Dave Chappelle everything versus the Boondocks.
And I understand why he
would get rid of the Boondocks. Yeah.
I understand why he would pick Chappelle. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too much for Chappelle.
I'm sorry. I love Dave Chappelle. You know, everyone here pretty much does.
Apparently you don't.
I love the fucking Boondocks.
I love the Boondocks too. But listen, like, everything he did,
for me.
That means you gotta get rid of Con Air.
The devil is in the details.
Con Air, you gotta get rid of Robert Hood Men in Tights, you gotta get rid of Half Baked, the Chappelle Show, and all his shit that he done. Like
I didn't care about none of the movies. It's the Chappelle Show and his stand-up. Like, and I get it.
It's pretty much Chappelle Show versus Boondocks.
I don't think I would have been able to make the decision as quickly as you did.
If it's the Chappelle versus Boondocks, I'm picking Chappelle still. Chappelle Show is my favorite movie, my favorite show of all time. Like literally, out of all shows that I ever watched in my life.
But you said you were really willing to get rid of his stand-ups, right?
For his stand-ups, yes. His stand-ups versus the Boondocks, I will give rid of his Boondocks have to stay.
There's so much shit in the Boondocks. So I would be giving up so much material. Like that shit.
And if I get rid of Chappelle, I'm getting rid of damn near my life. Because I know.
No, don't get me wrong. I probably still would have made the same choice again. I just don't think I would have been able to.
I would have thought about it longer though.
Yeah, like for real. Didn't even think about it. Like,
he was like, "Oh, done."
Chappelle.
Yeah.
Listen, love Chappelle. My idol. So my pick is I'm willing to go rank last for this one. However, I just really wanted Evan to watch it. I swear to I want him to be so fucking uncomfortable. My pick is Paul Mooney's Jesus is Black and So is Cleopatra. Jesus is Black and So Cleopatra. Listen, again, just like Kim said in her show, her part. Looks like Kim said her part. If you get comfortable with stand-up comedians about race shit, don't watch any other shit at all. Especially Paul Mooney's Jesus is Black and So is Cleopatra. Do not watch this all. You will get, especially if you're a conservative white guy, you will get so uncomfortable. First of all, from the name alone, I know why people hate the name alone. Jesus is Black and So is Cleopatra. All right. So this is Paul Mooney. Paul Mooney's the godfather of comedy. All right. He wrote for Richard Pryor, Dave Chappelle. He wrote for Martin. He wrote for everyone. Like he is a legend, especially in the Black community. He might not be to everyone else, but he's a legend in the Black community. This right here, he hits race hard. Like he hits race hard. He hits race so hard that he made basically 2 white people walk out and leave. Fuck Ali.
That shit was hilarious.
Fuck Ali. All right, he hits it hard. It's some of the jokes are funny. Some of the dad jokes are funny. What he says about, God rest his soul, but some of the legends that passed are hilarious. Like what he says is he's basically advocating. However, he is doing it in a comedic way. And that's why I love this so much. It was hard picking between, like I said, Dave Chappelle and Jamie Foxx in this. However, I had to pick this because this one was fucking hilarious and it needs to be watched. I mean, some of the jokes I did because I think it's 2004, I think, or 2005, something like that. However, it needs to be watched. It really does. So that's my pick. Jesus is black and so is Cleopatra.
I mean, this is funny as fuck. I love me some Paul Mooney. Love Paul Mooney. Always have. He's funny as fuck. He pulls no punches. And he says most of the stuff I'm usually thinking. And I know, and yeah, he's able to say the things that I know better than to say. So yeah, I love him for it. I love him.
You know better than to say. Is that what you said?
I work with white people. So I can't be saying all this shit I'm going to say sometimes. Well, yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna...
Yeah. But like I said, I think it's like I almost want it was just not quite. It's just at least one of there. I think it's one on. I think it's funnier. This is one of my top 3 favorite. This shit is fucking amazing. It's definitely amazing. I recommend everybody should watch it.
Listen, I know Dre said he wanted me to watch this because he wanted me to get uncomfortable.
I was fucking with you, man.
I know, but listen, it didn't bother me realistically.
And then you should have came on here like I'm offended. Like,
no, fuck that. I'm not a pussy ass bitch.
No, I'm appalled.
Paul,
excuse me. No, listen.
How dare you?
My favorite thing that a lot of the early 2000s stand-ups do is they take shots at Bill Clinton. That is one of my favorite things. It's with another pick later. There's a good Bill Clinton bit in that. This one had the Bill Clinton bit. He's like, yeah, I rolled a joint. Yeah, I did some meth. I shot heroin. I was like, listen, it's not a bad stand-up. And it's something I had never seen before. I want to watch it again because I feel like some of the jokes kind of went a little bit over my head because I wasn't paying attention to the real meaning with what he was saying. I thought the joke about Titanic was funny. Fucking CJ.
Because it was true.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Listen, I've never been one for like conscious style comedy, like comedy that hits so hard to home. So I definitely think
because you can't laugh. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm sitting there sometimes. I was like, I'm busted up in my living room, and I was like, but if I saw this live, I wouldn't be laughing. I'd be fucking just sitting there quiet. No, I definitely, Dre, thank you for putting me onto this because I actually think I need to watch it more and especially see more Paul Mooney stuff because I didn't know like just how deep Paul Mooney was embedded into what comedy is. So it was not a bad stand-up. It's just like the running theme of this episode. If you get offended easily, don't watch none of this shit.
So I like Paul Mooney. Paul Mooney is like, to me, like the palatable Richard Pryor. Like I just felt like Richard Pryor was dope, but he was on 110 at all times. And sometimes I was just like, bro, breathe. Like just take it down a little bit and then breathe. Like he stayed up there all. I was just like, it's too much. Don't get me wrong, I still love Richard Pryor, but like if I had to pick a show and they were both doing a show next door to each other, I'd probably go see Paul Mooney. That being said, I feel like Paul Mooney is me. Like the old male version of me. But the thing that like the problem with that is because like it's almost too like I laugh, but like I don't laugh because I already know exactly what you're about to say. Like if that makes sense, I'm just like,
yes.
yeah. Like if there's no like moments like in it, and I'm just like it's almost because I'm too familiar, if that makes sense. Like I watched it, not like I didn't laugh almost the whole time, and I didn't know if that was because I was just too familiar or I don't know what. Like, but I was just like, damn, this ain't hitting the way I thought it was going to. Like now, I still loved it. Nothing he said was incorrect. Everything he said was right on point. The people were laughing the entire time. I just couldn't figure out why I wasn't laughing. But again, it may be because like I knew exactly what was coming. Everything he said was also very factual, which I love. And so to be honest, sometimes I do like almost like Dave Chappelle and Paul Mooney and like those comedians that are gonna like, sometimes I watch them to watch what they do to the audience, if that makes sense. Like I'm just like, yeah, let's make them uncomfortable. like I'm almost here not for the jokes, but the effects that the jokes are going to have. With that being said, it's a good stand-up. I'm sure there are some people that are ricocheted or affected or hurt. I don't know why I use the word ricochet. Doesn't fit in that sentence at all. How are you ricocheted? But that are like, they're triggered by the fact that the title alone says that Jesus is black, which we already know he's a man of color, so it is what it is. I ain't never met no white person with wool hair, so I knew from a young child that Jesus wasn't white. So it was no surprise to me. So again, which is why I love Paul Mooney, because he's like right up my alley.
I did watch Paul Mooney live. He was fucking hilarious live. Everybody knew not to stand up. Like, if you mean, listen, any of like I went to go see Ari Spears live at one time with his date, and she wanted to talk to him like during the fucking show, and he roasted the shit out of her. Like, like yo, you shut the hell.
Did you record it?
No, I don't know. You can record. You can record on. Yeah. Like, what's your name? She has this African name, like we call it Lala, but she had this like African name. Said, bitch, what? I laughed so hard.
You can't laugh. You're with her.
Why not? Listen, I laughed. I told her shut the hell up. I said, no, put your hand down. You don't do this at comedy shows. Shut the fuck. That was her fault. I laughed hard as hell. I didn't get nothing though. I'm not gonna lie to you. That night I didn't get shit.
Of course you didn't, because you laughed at the jokes while she was getting roasted.
That shit was funny.
You were supposed to have a straight face or stand up for her.
No, that just means she ain't the right one for you.
Anyway, all right.
Yeah, you ain't a girl that can take a joke.
Did we talk about Dre going on a date? He was just trying to fuck. Okay, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
I was. I'm not gonna lie. I was just trying to fuck. However, he roasted her, and I came to laugh, so that shit was funny to me. So I laughed.
Yeah, like, if you're just trying to fuck, you don't take him to a comedy show.
Why not? I've done it.
Because of what just happened.
Paul Mooney, Chappelle, and her, I don't mention light skin. I forgot his name. I went to see all three of them, and I still got some pussy, so I'm good.
As long as the comedian doesn't
she had a stupid one there.
But if the comedian picks on her, he's not supposed to laugh. He broke the rule.
I'm going to laugh,
and he didn't
get
no
fuck that. I'm laughing.
I'm laughing.
And anyway, you gonna be you in your hand that night. It is what it is.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'll call somebody else.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I'm with Dre that if I go to a show like that, if he picks on me, I'm happy. Like if I get mentioned in the show, that's cool. Like if I was in Arizona when we lived in Arizona, we went and saw a little dinner play, and we sat front row because it was the only table open, and they like did some shit where they threw something at us, and I didn't react, and they did it again, and he's like, "You're supposed to react," and I went, and fucking they made a whole bit about it, and like for that little 10 minutes, I was a famous. Somebody in the crowd was like, "Hey, that was funny," but like audience participation's dope. I'm sorry,
audience participation is dope, but
if I brought a date with me, I'll be like, hey, I know if I brought a date with me, I'll be like, hey, you're not okay with it. Sucks. It might happen.
Cam, the only time I agree with you is the fact that if I didn't tell her the rules, like the unspoken rules, I told her unspoken rules. Put your hand down. Do not stand up.
Put your hand down.
Do not stand up.
Don't offer nothing.
I hope she sees this episode.
I actually don't know.
All this is staying.
I don't know. All I know from our little group chats is DeAndre has receipts. I do have a couple honorable mentions, and for everyone who knows, like always, I'm the young gun of the group. So all my honorable mentions are newer style comedians. All right, listen, I'm going to start off with George Lopez, America's Mexican.
He's old as fuck. He's not new.
I know, but that's like the oldest one on my list. That stand up to me is great. I love
He's the
George
oldest
Lopez.
one.
I love George Lopez. George Lopez as a comedian, I only watched a handful of his things because I saw him more as an actor. Because let's be honest, I was up at 2 a.m. when George Lopez was playing on Nickelodeon.
And you would just wake up in the middle of the night if you left the TV on, and
it was George Lopez.
Fucking trampoline.
It was always the theme song. Literally, always the theme song.
No, so my next two are from the same person. So it's Gabriel Iglesias, because everyone knows I love me some Gabriel Iglesias. It's hot and fluffy, and I'm not fat, I'm fluffy. I like me some Gabriel Iglesias, so those are on my honorable mentions. And then my last honorable mention, DeAndre's gonna love this one. Philadelphia's own Kevin Hart. No. I'm a grown little man.
I told you I don't like Kevin Hart.
No shit, I know. I know.
Oh, that was sarcasm.
No, but Kevin Hart.
However, though, like I said before, Kevin Hart's first three stand-ups,
which I'm a grown little man, was his first major stand-up, and it was fucking. What was it? I'm a grown little man. Laugh at my pain.
Because he was still using his ex-wife jokes, but all right.
Yeah, but so my pick, and there is a very, very, very specific reason I picked this. My pick is Katt Williams, American Hustle. Now, once Katt Williams hits the stage, that first like 15 minutes of his stand-up when he's doing the fucking playing the everyday I'm hustling song again and again while doing everyday shit, I could not stop fucking laughing. Katt Williams is a comedian who's been through some shit. Katt Williams is he's interesting. This is my favorite Katt Williams stand-up. I almost originally I was gonna put Kevin Hart in this spot, but then I remember that Katt Williams' American Hustle came out, and for me specifically, that whole sequence when he was doing the everyday I'm hustling to 75 different things, that was just so good to me.
He's cooking the fries. Every day.
But yeah, so my pick is Katt Williams' American Hustle.
I like this Katt Williams stand-up. I actually like almost all of Katt Williams stand-up for at least like a decade. He went like at least a decade strong of making shit that was fucking hilarious. Then he kind of went a little crazy and disappeared.
He went to jail and opened the door up for Kevin Hart.
Yeah, and so I don't know if this one is my favorite. The whole stand-up, like the first 20 minutes of it is not stand-up. It's a whole bunch of other shit.
It's a movie too, because it's considered a movie.
Most specials are movies technically.
I don't need that part. Like, it's not that it's not like bad, but I don't need it like at all. You get like some weird like skit stuff in the beginning, then you go into almost like it's supposed to be like a travel, like them traveling and doing shows, and you'll get like one joke from each of the other ones for like 2 or 3 rounds, and then they stop, and then Katt actually starts his stand-up. I didn't need none of that pre-filler shit at all. I tried to fast forward it, like not tried. I ended up fast forwarding through all of it because it was much longer than I remember from years ago. That shit needs to be cut the fuck out. I don't need that. If I wanted to watch them, I would go watch them. All of those comedians now have like done their own shit. And shout outs to Katt if he's the one that put them on. That's dope. It's just, a decade and a half later or more, I don't need that shit. With that being said, you are absolutely right. The intro to this shit, like the jokes that he does in the beginning of this one, is fucking hilarious. That fucking McDonald's skit while playing Rick Ross went on within the Black community for mad long, okay? And to be honest, between the fries and the little sip of the drink, that's what really makes it. Exactly. But to be honest, I don't think it's my favorite out of the early 2000s. When did he do
Pimp Chronicles?
I think it was like 2005.
Pimp Chronicles.
Pimp Chronicles was 2006.
Yeah, so Pimp Chronicles is my favorite. I think that's what is that the one where he does the joke where he gets dragged by the motorcycle and he goes, It wasn't my favorite out of the time frame that we had. But everything he did within that time frame was good. So it's not like I could be mad. I also, again, did not need the fucking rapping at the end either. That shit.
With Snoop Dogg?
Listen. For him to run off stage, take his suit off, flip it inside out, and put it back on, that shit was fly, but also way unnecessary. It was just really fucking unnecessary. I love the Brat. I love Snoop, but that ain't like, listen, if I come to a comedy show in person, that's dope. Okay, all that shit, great.
Right.
If I'm sitting here on my couch watching this fucking special, cut that shit the fuck out. Okay?
Leave that for the people who are in the audience.
Like that sounds like that didn't need to be in the actual recording. So I just, that was just like, what are you trying to do? Breaking the hip hop? Like no, we're not doing that. So I did not like that part. But overall, Katt Williams will always be a very funny guy to me. So
Cam actually took some of my my talking points. One, it took 30 minutes for Katt Williams to get out. 30 plus minutes.
Halfway through the
because he was trying to get into that fancy ass double-sided suit.
Yeah, it took him 30 plus minutes. The movie I could have did without. However, though, I do fuck with Ray Grant though. For some reason, he's just stupid funny to me. Like he's just stupid funny to me. Like somebody I wouldn't like go to, but however, like if he's on, like all right, cool. I'm cool with that. And then Cam took my other topic, which is the Pimp Chronicles Part 1 was better than this one. Hands down, I think hands down better than this one actually. I fuck with, like I said, I fuck with the intros. This is probably one of the best intros to a, well, it's not really intro if it's 30 minutes in, but intro.
The re-intro.
Yeah, this is probably one of the best intros in the comedian stand-up ever. Like this shit, that shit's hilarious. I fuck with the French with Shaq joke, and I fuck with the shot by a squirrel joke. However, that's really, I mean, other shit better than too, but that's all right. However, though, the Pimp Chronicles got the Mike Jackson joke, which is hands down disrespectful, but hands down was fucking hilarious. Like I
did a little bit of Michael Jackson and Evan's choice.
He was referring to
you see
the joke he did on Pimp Chronicles.
Pick him like Jason.
He went in on Mike. He went in on Michael Jackson.
In this one, he referred back to that. He said, Michael give you the whispering of your life.
So listen, I feel like the Mike joke was funnier in Pimp Chronicles Part 1. The weed joke we're talking about was that said don't drink with Latin people. That joke was hilarious on Chronicle Part 1.
And true
as hell. Just me personally, I just think that hands down Pimp Chronicles Part 1. Now the Pimp Chronicles Part 1, you're not gonna I can't fuck with it. Obviously, somebody else I can't fuck with it. However, you might get more praise for the Pimp Chronicles Part 1. I just thought Pimp Chronicles Part 1 was better than American Hustle.
I hated the fact that he didn't even take the stage till like halfway through the fucking movie. That was stupid. All right, now don't get me wrong. I actually like the stand-up part of the beginning first because I fuck with Red and I definitely fuck with Luenell. She's fucking hilarious, dude. She gets me every fucking time. I fuck with her heavy. So like I like the stand-up part of the beginning. We could deal with just that, but all the skits and all the stupid shit that shit was corny. It was weak, and I didn't like it. There's only the only one funny part of like the whole skits to me was the receptionist that brought fucking Katt into the room for the meeting. Yeah, for some reason that bitch's tan only came up to her wrist. I don't know if she was suntan with gloves on or what. I could not wrap my head around that. Like, how your tan stop right here, then go down, then come all the way up and stop right here. Like that don't make no. How do you tan like that? That made no sense to me. It's on both hands too. She had to be fucking out in the sun with gloves on. I don't get it. But yeah, that was the only funny part of the whole first half of the whole thing. Yeah, I had some honorable mentions, but I was half asleep when I was looking this shit up. And so I figured, I found out like all my honorable mentions weren't even from the right time frame. So I couldn't use it. All right, so but the stand-up I did pick was Dave Chappelle killing him softly. It's just fucking. That shit is fucking amazing. Dude. From start to finish, from the time you fucking come on stage to the end, you laugh my ass off. It's fucking amazing. All his jokes fucking hit, and he's a great storyteller. He draws you in, and then he draws you in and fucking kills you, makes you laugh. It's I can't really find anything wrong with this stand up. It's up there. I think this would be like either 1 or 2 on my top fucking stand ups all times. It's fucking great.
I like the comedies that poke fun at the presidents. This special does just that. Now, when I was watching it back, I love the part when he's like, the one person I feel bad for is Monica Lewinsky. Don't you feel bad for Monica Lewinsky? And the crowd goes, no. That was so good. No, I am a person who hasn't watched a lot of Dave Chappelle stand-up. I'm not a person who's watched a lot of Dave Chappelle Dave Chappelle show. And that's no surprise to anybody. So this was
it's just disappointing. Not surprising, just disappointing.
Well, that too.
I mean, like, my thing is you had time to catch up and just like, oh wait, no, yeah, you love catch up. You had time.
But for real, this is I'm not gonna lie with y'all. This is the first Dave Chappelle stand-up I've seen. Like I know DeAndre wanted me to watch the newest one that was on Netflix because he wanted me to, and I watched the part he wanted me to, but I didn't watch the whole thing. I've been slacking on Dave Chappelle as a stand-up, but like Dre said, he even said he would
My heart
Dave
started
Chappelle.
beating weird.
I know.
No, like seriously.
Like because of that, or because you got some problems?
It might be that in combination with the hot dogs. I don't know now.
It's a good stand-up, and it's like I said, me personally, I find other ones funnier, but it's not bad. It's definitely better than 2 on this list.
You ain't never seen a Dave Chappelle stand-up before this week?
Sticks and Stones. Oh.
No, I need to watch them. I do. I really do.
Sticks and Stones, man. That LGBTQ car ride, it's fucked up.
Yo.
That shit is fucking hilarious.
For the timeline, I'm pretty sure it's this versus For What It's Worth. If there's another one, then that's just on me for forgetting. I don't know which one I like better, pretty much because Dave Chappelle could probably sit on a stage and not say shit for a whole hour, and I'd be like, yo, you gotta watch this shit.
with a whole cigarette.
Yeah, like
that's all you do.
Or like every once in a while, people would get up and leave. He'd be like, white people, like or something. No jokes. That shit would still probably be funny to me.
That would hit so hard.
Like
White people.
I don't know. What was this? This wasn't the one. Never mind. Because there was one where he was just like, so I test myself, and I will have a jar full of words, and I'll pick 2 words.
That's the other one.
Yeah. So I'm like,
and I kicked in the pussy.
Is the punchline. And the fact that Evan don't know what we're talking about right now is what's wrong with him. Evan, you gotta watch when I tell you it is an investment, like you gotta watch all this shit. Like you gotta go back and watch it.
The thing is, he did that shit so perfect. Like the first time I watched that, I didn't see it coming. I was like, I don't know.
The first time I watched it, I was high as fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna smoke and I'm gonna watch this Dave Chappelle series. And it did not let me down because there are times like sometimes you'll get high and you'll realize a comedian actually is not funny. And I never have to. I only smoke before Chappelle because I know he won't let me down.
He will bring it.
And so, yeah, I was high as fuck. So I was sitting there because he was talking about, and yeah, I do that. And he went to the rest of the story. I was all engulfed in the story, and then he did the punch. I was like, "Oh, bitch, you got me!" Like, I was.
Yes.
I'm great. I was high, so. But yeah, I love Dave Chappelle. To get back to what we're actually talking about, and so. Like I feel like my only critique is that I don't know if I like this more or less than the other one that you had a choice with. But being that I can't choose between the two, I'm not faulting you like for your choice between the two, because I just love Dave Chappelle. He can do no wrong. Like I have nothing bad to say. Like
I've seen Chappelle live.
show off.
Live and so
I know, right?
So shout out my man John.
Yeah, not the old poker John. That's a different dude.
So he worked security when Chappelle came to Philly, and he got me free tickets on the Hum. On the Hum, I loved it, I would buy he got me one ticket, he couldn't give me two, give me one. I was happy as fuck, You couldn't listen. If I was borderline gay, I would have kissed him. But I was happy as fuck. I would have kissed him, So and listen, Chappelle live, like this is newer Chappelle. So this is when he's smoking cigarettes on stage. Chappelle, this man did a whole bit, like a whole stand up, smoking one or two cigarettes. Bought everybody a shot, literally bought the whole place a shot, and then all his shit, his beginner shit was written. However, he asked people to give him topics, and then he went off the topics, and the shit was still funny. That shit was great. Listen, shout out to Chappelle, man. Shout out to Chappelle. Obviously, CJ, we're going with this. I mean, listen, I can't fuck with this. All right?
Yeah.
I cannot fuck with this. This right here is
surprise.
So fucking funny. Yeah. The jokes on here, this were even before, this is before Chappelle show. So the jokes on here is pre-Chappelle show, and it's still a hit. Like talking to police. Say, yeah, I'm black. Say, stop talk. Say, stop talk. Say, yeah, see, all right, or going to the bank and you'll have ID. Oh, I don't have ID. Oh, see, all right. So I mean, listen, the whole shit is fucking hilarious. Even the baby selling weed in the projects, baby selling weed in the projects. The whole thing is fucking hilarious. All right, so I can't fuck with it.
I'm going with Dave Chappelle number 1, Paul Mooney number 2. Damn, I forgot. Oh, fucking Jeff Dunham number 3 and Katt Williams number 4.
I'm going to put Dave Chappelle number 1, Katt Williams number 2, Jeff number 3, Paul Mooney number 4. Just because I don't actually laugh. I enjoy it, but I don't laugh.
Yeah, Katt Williams, American Hustle number 1. Then I'm gonna go Paul Mooney number 2, actually, because of how real it is. And number 3, Dre gonna hate me for this, but I like Jeff Dunham, so I'm gonna put Jeff Dunham number 3. That don't mean either.
You fucking asshole.
So I'm gonna go Chappelle first. I gotta go Chappelle first. I'm gonna go Paul second, because I just really, it's hilarious. Shit. I gotta go Katt Williams third, but that's because I wasn't a big fan of. I didn't watch the whole Jeff Dunham. Like listen.
Jeff Papa.
You could pick anybody. You could have picked anybody. Like real shit. You put Kevin Hart there. I put him past Katt Williams for his stand-ups in the 2000s.